These are the best highlights from the matchup between DK and Bro during the 2024 LCK Summer Split.
No, he's actually trying to use the vision against him, and there's the flash and a pull bay, but he is Ezreal. It might not matter, though, as the chains will connect, and Lucid will help pick up first blood here for the team.
Just outside of the vision of that ward in the river as...
Brion is dead here. The only question is, does he get Morgan? As he got to hit a stun, and there's the flash, and maybe now he's not dead, actually, as he is on the run down the river, but the slow does come in. And Morgan kind of blocks Youngjae a little bit. Flash comes in, and there is the flash from Youngjae with the killer instinct on the brand.
Oh, big win there. Trace. The fact that Lucid's going to get this dragon, though, that should not be allowed, and Paulo is going to spot him here. I don't know if he alone can do enough, though. I think... yeah, with Kellen coming over as well, I don't think Paulo has the damage. Also gone for a more defensive summoner set, so he might actually be in trouble here.
Wait, is he just gonna die now? As you see Lucid, he wants to get the dragon first, but now Paulo's just dead?
Yes, sir.
No, he's gonna jump over. The Ignite comes in, and Youngjae gets there just on time to save his life. But Paulo's gonna come over, check the brush, gonna see Kellen as well. It might even be able to get something going here, but no, just the combo to come out. As Envy, though, does have his arrow. There it is, the hit on Kellen, who does not have his flash, and now he's in a lot of trouble. Down he will go, as Envy will pick up the free kill onto Kellen.
And Brion, the early game, again, obviously hasn't had the best of times here on this Brion roster as doing Youngjae.
Yeah, King and no flash, and Morgan's got his, and you do see a little bit of counter synergy, but it is just fine as Kingen just gonna go down. Youngjae throws the ult in, and Bro have a very fantastic lead early.
This Ezreal. So, gonna see more pressure levy towards the bot side, but trade. And maybe they want to prioritize dragons, which I would be okay with, as long as they get it.
They're trying to get in position here. There is the one ward that has seen everybody on the side of DK, but yeah, all 5 members of DK, and they drop the Herald in mid as well. Trying to go for a play on this one. Now, Pulve is here, but the ult is going to be thrown into the problem as they dogpile it, and it's Showmaker to get the dragon, as a ton of damage is going out to the side of DK, but they get away scot-free. Nobody dies on the side of DK.
Lanes. Showmaker completely running over Pulve, who just keeps walking back into lane and then getting completely crushed, and they opted into this matchup, right? And it doesn't seem to really be working out.
Nice try, but it doesn't matter. They've gotten Alistair, and the brand ult is doing a ton of damage to everybody on that front line. This is what I was expecting. Actually, a lot of cinders on the ground here as well. But DK did get the tier 1 turret. He seems to know, but is going to miss the Q. And now they're about to be flanked by an Alistair over the wall. And look at Pulve, or rather, Showmaker to get to that backline. Immediately just going to assassinate Envy. Down he goes. No AD carries left over, and the flank comes in. Might just be a clean ace here, as in goes aiming, looking for it, as he will be the one guy to go down. But everybody on the side of Bro does perish, and DK now are looking.
Just, you gotta check your corners. Corners not a... and they even... like, that's the worst part. It's like...
AP jungler who might not necessarily be able to trade back very efficiently. Bro are going to get one individual Infernal Drake here. That's VP to the bottom lane from Pulve, and then DK just pushed the top lane and the mid lane. Or at least they're attempting to push the mid lane here, trying to set up a play once again onto Envy, who he's going to avoid the chain, but it doesn't matter. He was doing it with one.
Way back.
Now, yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I think the issue with Pulve,
he still doesn't have his Muramana online.
No.
It's 25 minutes into the game.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's... so that early gank was already rough, and then a couple of the laning phases, and then... or laning kills were or rather... man, I'm getting thrown about what's happening in front of me. Showmaker found an insane amount of pressure in the lane.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I like the idea behind the Ezreal. I was a little bit worried because I feel like 80 mids into LeBlanc is very snowbally. Like, either you can out-trade her, or and now the game is in a pretty important state for Brion. I don't think it's going to change.
Yep. Flash comes in. Pulve is 100% dead. Nothing he can do here, just way too far up the lane. No vision in the jungle, and he just gets rotated on. So that's another kill. I mean, like you said, they got this lead in the lane, and it just never mattered.
Oh,
because,
God.
yeah, this is getting rough, as now he's going to be hit by the Q of the Sejuani. He does have a wall in front of him, but Showmaker hasn't even joined the fight yet. As now, look at the damage, it's just disgusting. Close your eyes again, as in goes aiming, waits for the perfect moment. It is a triple kill for Showmaker, trying to pick up the Penta, and aiming says no for some reason. And I think Pulbe would have denied it anyway. He's going to be able to Arcane Shift away. And, well, he might go down anyway. In goes aiming. It is the full house. Showmaker kills, full of aiming kills. And that's going to do it for this game. 30 minutes in, DK pulled the trigger on another fight here in the mid lane. And will end it for their first victory against Bro in the best of 3.
Bot lane struggled a little bit. Kingen got ganked a few times, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really...
I really don't think so, at least. Yeah, should be Ezreal Karma. Just a classic duo bot lane. Feeling really good, but can potentially come in here and try to force a 2v1 knowing where Youngjae is. But Morgan is going to drop a ward. And now we got an engage on the bottom side here. Kellen in a little bit of trouble, but Palu maybe in more as 1Q is going to line it up. And Kellen, oh, the long range ult from Youngjae does knock him down and trades a kill back over to Envy. Even without all the attention from the jungle and mid, you can put on so much pressure with this duo.
All right, this is it. Showmaker is going to TP towards display.
He's TPing mid. And the True Shot Barrage is going to hit 2 people here. They're really trying to get on top of Lucid, who does flash away, but the Steal of the Dragon comes in. Kingen is here. Lucid's still low, but MV is isolated by himself in the backline. Now Morgan going to TP into this play himself, but he is 1v4, and he will swiftly be traded back. Eventually, they give the kill over to Showmaker, who now has 2 kills under his belt.
What? Go mid! No, don't go mid. Go bot!
Very angry about the Ziggs not going bot. Very sad about it.
It's
understandable.
And,
it's
and realistically, like, it's not going to matter for the outcome of the game. But it is one of those things.
Well, they could take a free earlier lead.
Yeah. Well,
Now, it looks like aiming's going to get the turret anyway, because everybody went mid on the side of Bro and or top. So Kingen is very dead, absolutely 100% super dead, as 3 people will isolate and kill him. And aiming was given a free lane in the bottom side. So at least he got the turret.
Yeah, but they could have gotten both. And you know what? Maybe
they could have.
They will win.
But you know what? They're going to get 2 plates. And now they're getting even more kills on Apollo, who's having a rough time in this one. They can absolutely get this turret. If Showmaker has satchel cooldown, aiming...
He just used it.
They don't... Yeah. I guess if he had it, they could have just tanked the turret and gotten it low enough. But instead, Morgan also going to get a free full turret, rather, of plates in the top side before 14 minutes. There it goes.
Those 10 seconds, Valdez.
And or disengage as well. So it's a great comp here from DK. And Morgan's on the flank. This is one way to deal with poke comps, is to find a really good flank. Now he's going to be spotted. TP is coming in, and Karis not going to find the divide. Finally gets in there and divides the Maokai. Showmaker, though, is isolated and killed. Down he will go, but the roots are coming down here onto Karis, who will have to back away as Morgan taken for a little walk by the Karma. As you see, they're trying to take this 4v5. Morgan is isolated and taken down, as Bro is not able to help him out all too much.
The one weakness of Ziggs
I wouldn't be surprised if he has the most gold on the Rift.
Maybe that was what that hurt. Had to go the way of the Gold King.
He needed the plates, not Showme.
Right now is about to hit that Manamune spike, and I like this aggressiveness from Brion, but it's going to be about the fight. The dragon is going to be gone.
Yeah, Youngjae goes in trying to steal the Drake, but instead nearly dies. In goes Envy into 5 people, is doing a lot of damage here to aiming, but eventually he gets taken out as a very optimistic play, I would say, from Envy. And the rest of the team is now just being run off here. As Morgan's super low, Youngjae looks like he will get away, but can't say the same about the Croc, as they have ample amounts of CC, even the Gnar into the wall, just for good measure. As aiming picks up his 4th kill, and Showmaker gets 2 of his own to match it. DK are running away with this game.
Slowly looking worse and worse here. Valdez, not a whole lot to maybe work, but instead, they just throw themselves to their death. And that's the end of it. And right now, DK taking a 5.5k gold lead. A Dragon went over to them as well. It's a Hextech Drake, but I don't think we're going to be seeing the soul in this one, Veldas. Paulo caught between Ziggs and Nara. I don't think he's getting out.
No, he will not. Down he goes. He just accepts his fate. No need to flash there, as he does take his 5th death in this game. Not going too well for him here. And D+Kia, you know, they don't have the Baron, but it feels like they do with the amount of map pressure that they have. And they're just utilizing their lead here to get the Ziggs into a position to do an insane amount of damage to the turrets. They will be taking out this turret, and they don't even need the satchel to do so. Down it will go, and that is, I think, 2 turrets, maybe 3, that were just... And, yeah, what did you do, Chronicler? What did you do today?
I made a really nice mac and cheese yesterday.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, well, I ate leftovers this morning.
Oh, okay.
That was great.
Very happy to see Ziggs in the meta nowadays, just everywhere, not just in the bottom lane. Showmaker maybe waking up early, watching some APA. I personally don't think so, because their turn is insanely strong. They don't have a lot of engage, but you've got Maokai, and by insanely strong...
Aiming is just...
Yeah, wait! Yeah, so this is the turn I was talking about, I guess. Their ability to just poke them down before they even get there. They're not even there. They can't even get to the Baron. The Morgan's here. Okay, he's going to try to turn onto aiming, and now we've got a lot of damage on aiming. He's in a bit of trouble. Kellen also is very low, but aiming is going to survive. They can't even take down the Ezreal, as Kellen is going to be the one guy who goes down. Everybody's chasing an Ezreal while Morgan dies in mid. And so it was a very messy fight, but D+Kia come out ahead anyway.
I gotta say, that's a win for Brion. Can't believe I'm saying this.
I guess so. I guess so.
No, it is. They okay, well, they still get Baron, so I guess win is relative. I don't know, Veldas. I'm scrambling on this one.
The Bro fans win because they got to see more action.
There you go. That's the angle. Yeah. Yeah, aiming already getting everyone to that. Like, that's not even necessary. It's a bit gratuitous, you know? Like, they were already going to take that match.
Yeah. Well,
Lucid's maybe dead.
He's got Flash.
Nah.
I think he's just going to not use it. There's the passive.
Phase rush.
Taking a bunch of damage. He's just running away.
Oh, he has to flash.
And here comes Youngjae. The flash away from Youngjae, and he's going to get away. Meanwhile, yeah, Palu died, guys. Yeah, there you go. Envy? Okay. All right, take it away, Chronicler.
I don't want to take it. You take it away, Veldas.
Hey, give us that heavy-hitting analysis.
Yeah, I'm not even going to do it as a joke. DK are monstrously far ahead. There's nothing that Brion can do. And I do not know if they can kill aiming. Because he is monstrously fed. And he has a Karma.
Yeah, well,
at the ready.
Youngjae is on the flank, and no cleanse available. That's a lot of damage. There's 2 carries from Bro who are here. Surely you can kill aiming, right? Okay, they finally got him. And now Karis is probably going to die for it. He does have Flash, and Paulo's nearby. I don't think Lucid can kill him alone, although he is trying. And there's the Flash eventually.
Wow,
and you know what?
Pingen?
Pingen's just in the base, and I guess Lucid's just going to run down Karis? Is anybody going to help him? No. The answer is no. Kingan's going to kill him, as Kingan does eventually go down to Morgan here. And now Morgan might meet the same fate. Lucid getting so much value, by the way, out of his passive here, just healing insane amounts in this game. And, well, Youngjae, not very long for this world himself, although he is going to dodge the rest of it, and he will be totally fine.
Yeah, he's able to make it out. Doesn't have Warmux yet, but is on his fountain, so not going to be too worried. They keep the base alive, but at what cost, Veldas? They'll keep
just at the cost of our sanity. It's
well, yeah, and then the Bro Leavers, you know, this is what they
yeah.
Nicely done by Youngjae. Gets the ultimate on top of aiming, and then I can't believe it's this close. As Lucid is playing Arena. Like, this is not a Summoner's Rift Maokai.
He feels like he's playing Earth. Like, he has cooldowns forever. He just keeps rooting them.
Oh, yeah.
He has learned the ways of Maokai, I guess. Well, at least in games where he's allowed to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, Brion, I don't think is a worthy opponent for Lucid Maokai.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, third inhib's gonna fall, and the Nexus soon to follow, Veldas.
The Nexus looks like it is not very long for this world tier. In game number 2, Lucy gonna throw out an ult, just try to zone them away. Karis once again not able to do much, takes his Ziggs bomb and a True Shot Barrage to the face. Is gonna heal up in the fountain. Maybe an angle, but Redemption is online now for Kellen, you would imagine. Suppose there's a chance that Lucid got it, but I doubt it. And they are holding on to their base. You know, they do have Azir, they've gotten a Azir turret, and Youngjae nearly dies to the Ezreal. And here comes Morgan on the flank. They found aiming once again, but the shields are many, and Envy rather is going to fall as he does go to the back line, tries to assassinate aiming, who will not be assassinated, he says. And DK just going to win this game at number 2. Youngjae gonna throw one out. He actually does hit aiming, funnily enough, but I don't think aiming's falling in this game once again. The Gnar comes in, aiming, just gonna flash away from Karis, who has no chance. Down goes Youngjae, and Morgan may be the lucky one here, or is he? As he eats a Ziggs bomb, and down he goes at the very end.
These are the best highlights from the matchup between HLE and KDF during the 2024 LCK Summer Split.
Really struggling. He doesn't have his TP yet, but he still has to back now. Probably a cannon wave. As Delight, he's gonna give Leaper a grasp snack. But that's fine, as Leaper's in a little bit of trouble here. Actually, make that a lot of trouble, as, you know, they've got CC for days on the side of HOMLive Esports. They have very easy to hit CC. They've got the Leona, they have the Maokai, and they find the Scion in the river, and they press some buttons on him, and he dies.
Complete mystery there of the item, so I'm gonna be too sad about this. Still the Dragon going over to Kwangno, which is a big win. And T1 got close.
They did.
But they didn't win.
DK also almost had that win against Shinji. Let's take a look at this fight here, though, as Quantum Freaks, they do want to go in. They're going to be happy that Leona missed, but they're right in front of the Mega Gnar, and now it's a free ult here for the Yone. Is Zeka going to line that one up? A very half-hearted engage from Quantum Freaks will immediately get punished as HOMLive Esports. Doran's like, yep, I'm ready. I will press my R button. And he did.
Actually, so well timed there from Doran. Not giving them a lot of opportunity to counterplay stuff, but he also, like, realistically, I don't really think it matters. Even if he did go for something, is Dudu. That's, again, Mega Gnar.
Oh, the knockup, though. He just assassinates him.
Okay.
Speaking of the wild card, Dudu as well. And Quantum Freaks are just letting them have it. Looks like they want to go for the Rift Herald instead. Big rotation up from them. And meanwhile, Zeka is laning into Dusante.
Yeah, they're like, Doran, that's fine. We'll just put Zeka in. It's really hard to lock down Zeka. As a comp in isolation and saying we're going to go and skill for late and play for, you know, catches inside and then try.
Hey, you didn't mention Doran, I noticed. Yeah, Bulldog's dead. Well, let's see. I mean, that's a nice divide. No, he's playing against Yone. Down he goes. And here comes Viper trying to go 1v2. Does have to flash away awkwardly, but does get a bit of damage, I guess, into Andil. They're still hiding on Bush.
Well, they used a lot of ultimates, but... Oh, God.
The Quantum Freaks are like, okay, we're running. And this means that Zeka gets not only another kill, but also another free turret for himself. He got one in the top lane. That was the first turret. Blood. Just given over. And now we're diving underneath this turret. I don't know about this one, Delight. Thankfully, he doesn't get the knock-up Leaper, but Delight's still in a lot of trouble. As they're flashing on him, they do take him down. Dudu absorbs a bunch of damage on the bottom side, and now Doran has to hop away from them. So Quantum Freaks, they finally find a pick here in mid.
I'm pretty sure what happened there was Delight just wanted
to handle, actually.
It's just... They're just... Oh, God.
We're trying to bully the Scion, and it is Scion, but again, there's so much CC that Leaper, even though he has a decent amount of farm, he's alone and he's caught out. Down he goes, and now looking for a bit more was Peanut.
You know what the worst part of this is for Kwangno? It's like, I don't even feel...
Esports. And Quantum Freaks, again, you know, they had that fight. They tried to have a fight on the Grubs, and after that, they're like, you know what? They're just going to take a free Baron. They're just going to do Baron. And there's nothing that Quantum Freaks can do. Jungler's not here. Cuz got pushed away. Ult is going to miss, and Leaper, you know, he's going to ult into the Baron, but that's not going to do anything. Meanwhile, Yone is going to be pushed back, and now Dudu, you know, this front line is coming in for the Quantum Freaks, but Doran gets a massive Gnar to the wall, but that's two tanks. The follow-up not quite there. Viper desperate to do some damage. But again, these tanky members of Quantum Freaks still not going down. Bulldog is going to go over the wall, but now Cuz is going in. They're trying to take down Viper, and they finally do get him. But the rest of the team is right there. And the slows are coming down. Zeka on the flank, roaming all the way around the Baron pit, as now going to lock them down once again. Leaper, you know, again, he is very tanky, but Andil is not. And that's the Unbound Soul. Dodges the knock up here. Blast Cone, you know, he can try to disengage as well as he can, but it's not going to matter. This is just going to be a one fight going over to HomeLife Esports, as 4 kills now is the number for Zeka.
That one really better than I could have reasonably expected when towards HomeLife. They just look better in every single position.
Yeah, like I said at the top of this matchup, I'm like, you look at this 2 weeks ago, you're like, hey, this could be even. Maybe Quantum Freaks have an angle here. This is another big matchup for them to potentially get a nice upset and continue their run. But this week, very heavily was favoring HomeLife Esports, and I think we're seeing a bit of why. As this first game is about as clean as it gets. Yes, there is a Drake and 3 kills and 1 turret over to the side of Quantum Freaks, but it's almost like those don't even exist. I don't even remember them.
I don't know what you do in the next game. Like, denying the Ezreal is going to be one thing, but there's just so many champions that it feels like you can't afford to give to Hanwha.
Oh, they're just they're hitting them with their wallets really hard. It's not a fun sight to see if you're a Quantum Freaks fan, because they're just so far ahead at this point. I mean, over 10,000 gold, and they're just going to end it here. 24 minutes. HomeLife Esports say, okay, we'll put you out of your misery. No group photos. We're just doing our job here. Zeka's still looking for some extra picks, as you will avoid the divide. And Viper just trying to up those DPM numbers even farther than they already are.
Strong. You have Culling. You have the poke from Peanut.
Yeah.
I do think this composition of Hanwha has a, you know, like, it lacks a little bit of engage power.
I'm screwed. And that's it. And Bulldog is trying to CS next to Illusion, maybe trying to bait for Cuz? Not 100% sure. Cuz doesn't have flash, so that's not going to happen either. As we do get the stun here onto Andil, who is in a bit of trouble, is going to have to flash. Instead, he goes in as a very apt time to show the Zeri on a 5-game losing streak during the first blood of Zeri not able to. All right, here we go. Little angle. Cuz the knockup, Doran in a lot of trouble, but now Dudu taking a bunch of damage, has to flash away. Doran knows he can't get away, and the one auto gets him a kill, and not even an assist for Cuz. Not even an assist.
If I was Cuz, after this game, we're taking a... Oh, yeah. Now, with Cuz there should be a dive opportunity. Maybe an angle here for...
Oh, trying to go on a Delight here, who is level 6, but he does get blown up, and now the turn trying to come out, but that's actually a nice play set up here by the side of Kwangdong Freaks. As Delight is not going over to Cuz. Very nice.
Oh, man.
Tilt proof.
Yeah, Cuz actually... Oh, it's Dudu, it's fine.
Okay, they're going to make a play. Peanut doesn't have flash. The angle, as down will go Peanut, not able to do anything in that case. And Leaper's getting a plate down in bot. Quantum Freaks are coming back.
That was
yeah, that was fun. Uh-oh, Viper, little caught there. He is going to cleanse, as now we get the play onto Cuz as Delight engaged Braum, showing his face once again. And you see just about how well that's going to go. Cuz is going to get flashed on here, but immediately Zeka gets stunned and the combo comes out. Zeka is dead, but no trade on the Bulldog. Quantum Freaks just trading up once again. Little ult. Uh-oh. Ooh. Stone Cold is Bulldog.
Bulldog not in the slightest impressed. He has TP as well, so he can actually TP into this play if HomeLife overstep, and there he comes. That should be the Dragon. And Kwangdong in the second game coming alive, Elvis.
Some real League of Legends.
Zeka helped them a little bit.
Yeah. Just a bit. And it's Infernal Soul.
Consistent impact into Ezreal because he's so slippery. And then Cuz throws his cooldowns in. Oh, Zeka again?
Yep, he is dead. Absolutely. Gets close to the Poppy. And the Poppy eats Lucian for free for HomeLife Esports. We were very worried, but now it has changed.
And now Cuz, substantially ahead, finishes his Leandries.
That is Peanut flanking from their own jungle. Andil's in a lot of trouble. Will flash the wall and gets the disengage cone eventually. He doesn't even really need it. As Doran getting to work here on both the turret and Dudu.
Doran?
Gonna take a bunch of turret shots. Now the Steadfast Presence comes in, and yeah, he's just dead. not respecting it, as everybody just going to roam up top and kill him.
If only they knew that Leona was in the area.
It's just no vision here for HomeLife Esports. They're going to dodge that, but now the Engage is going to come in here right on top of the Maokai. Peanut pretty tanky himself, but the damage is there. He has to flash, and now he's burning down. Peanut, desperate for a passive. It's not going to happen as the Kwangdong Freaks roar, and they take him down. They're also going to get this Dragon. First Infernal going over to Kwangdong.
And just like how the first 10 minutes of this game were a pathing masterclass, the second half is going to be coaches saying, guys, do not relent. Do not think lightly of your opponent. As Ondil might be in some trouble here. Oh, he gets tagged.
Yeah, he does get tagged. He doesn't have flash, so he's just kind of dead. And Viper once more. He was looking for another kill there on the Leaper. And that gets kind of a half-hearted clap from the HomeLife Esports fans.
Yeah, this area. So maybe if he doesn't hit the ult, they can't chase, but I think you're fine as Doran has found Dudu, or the other way around.
Yeah, Dudu's pretty tanky at this point, as you mentioned. Move in and clear out the vision and actually stake their claim over the river.
Dudu, nice ward there. Look at that, middle of the lane. They got to be careful of the poke, though.
Yeah, that they
don't know!
The flank is coming in, and Viper, he's going to get engaged on a huge knockup comes in, but look at the Renekton in the backline. Doran is huge, does get the one kill, and now the peel comes in for Viper. Dudu very, very low, and he should be going down here as well. The follow-up comes in for HomeLife Esports. And Bulldog and Leaper, yes, they killed the Renekton, but that was about it. As, yep, you got Braum as well, and Viper survives. The flank does not work, and now he's 5-0.
Enough, like that'll be something to hold on to this game.
Maybe. Peanut is here, and he's right on top of the Dragon now.
Just walks in.
And yeah, he's just going to smite it. There it is, Q-Smite. Now Doran might have to eat it, but he is Renekton, and he is very fed. As we do have the Keeper's Verdict there on Azeka, and now HomeLife Esports will be forced to back away, but Leaper nearly dies just to a little bit of poke, has to back over the wall. And now HomeLife Esports, they're getting everything. Just the entire map is theirs.
And I can't believe, fellas, if HomeLife end up getting this win, I'm not going to be allowed to vote for Doran. I'm really going to want to because of these fights, but
not allowed.
We all know. We all know who's going to get that POG as Viper.
Yep. Viper Life Esports continuing to try to push. They get the pick here onto Zeka, but you know, Zeka doesn't have any kills. He doesn't have any shutdown gold. There's nothing.
He's irrelevant.
You kill Lucian. That's not the real AD carry. He's just a substitute at this point.
Yeah, I think this is the point in the game where you're like, man, maybe we should have picked Nautilus. The playables. Dudu tries to go for Viper there. Doesn't end up working out, as we do have again the Blast Cone.
Yeah, this one is a Engage Cone. Very rare. Dudu is going to take a ton of damage, though, as he tries to make it work, and he nearly dies to the True Shot Barrage. And Viper, he's not done! He's going to take him down at an insane angle! And Dudu, you can't get away from him! As now they're looking for more. The Engaged Braum also coming up, as Bulldog is Corky, so easily gets away from that one. But man, I guess CV Max didn't get the memo, and Viper's here to prove it again. He doesn't care what his team does. He'll just put the game on his back.
Yeah, that's a Korean Ezreal right there. Veldis, we are very lucky. As Viper, unbothered, unburdened, just eating forward to his heart's content.
Yeah.
This man has too much power.
Oh no. Oh no. And Zeka's like, ooh, maybe I get to play the game a little bit. Perhaps a kill for me? Nope, not gonna happen. 8-0 is Viper. And yeah, Zeka got the turret aggro. So
oh, the TP. The deep flank.
Well, there's Vision coming back here, covering the flank. Viper, not going to hit that one.
I mean, Kwangdong are playing this well, but they just don't have the time.
They don't have the time. Cuz has to get into the pit. Dudu looking to get the knockaway, and Peanut goes flying, but now the fight is taken here by HomeLife Esports. Ondil is way ahead of his team, as now Doran going to that backline. He is just so tanky. They can't burn the Renekton, and that is going to do it for this game. HomeLife Esports cleaned them up in the river. They said, we didn't even want that dragon. We'll take it anyway. HomeLife Esports ace Kwangdong in the bottom river. Another triple kill here for Viper, and a double kill for Zeka. How about that? He finally gets a kill. HomeLife Esports will win it, and Delight will pick up his 3,000th assist here at the LCK. Huge congrats to him. And we'll definitely be seeing a lot more where that came from in the coming years.
Early pathing masterclass from Peanut. Doran with some great impactful team fights, but we all know the main character is here to save Valdez.
Yeah.
It's the 11-0 Ezreal. Maybe let him have the Ashe next.
These were some of the best highlights from the 2024 LCK Summer Split matchup between HLE and KDF. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.